just sitting here, wanting to let you know what happened in the last 24 hours or so. If I'm looking up, it's because I have bifocals, just so you know, and if I go like this with my eyes, it's because I'm trying to see better, and because my eyes feel swelled because of crying and having a panic attack. So I'm going to move my computer over here so I can, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to cover that, so I could do something else at the same time. I like to multitask, keeps me from hopefully less mumbling, okay? So what happened is that I have received 3 jury summons in the last about 2 months. And I have submitted 2 letters to say why I can't go, which is because of my agoraphobia and having panic attacks. And what happened was on this last one, the 3rd one here, they said I had to go. They could only postpone me twice. Unless I had a doctor's note. If I burp, I'm sorry. And what happened was, I told them I was going to bring someone. I emailed them. And also then what I did was I called my doctor's office and I found out that my doctor was out. And another doctor's medical assistant, that's it, called me and told me that they only excuse for if you're in a wheelchair, excuse me, I'm adjusting, or if you are the term they used was mentally retarded, which has been so politically incorrect for so many years, it's ridiculous. Because I worked in the field for 20 years for developmentally disabled. I worked with developmentally disabled, mentally ill, and chemically dependent. That is my computer. And, sorry, that's how I think. If I drew a blank there for a second. And what happened is when they told me I had to go, and after I talked to the doctor and the doctor came back, and when I asked this medical assistant on the phone yesterday, it's like I told her I couldn't go out of the house. You know, I have a routine during my process here, and people may use the word recovery, and this is my process for my mental illness here. And what I have is I have these things that I do, and one of them is not to go to jury duty. That's adding a monkey wrench into my routine. You know, my partner goes to work and she can't take me everywhere, okay? And, you know, granted she could go with me Monday because her schedule changes, but this person on the phone told me, I asked her, and this is the answer she gave me the answer, yes. I asked her, I said, do you expect me to have a panic attack there? And she said, well, I'm kind of hesitating like I do when I talk. And she said, yes. So last night in my sleep, I almost shit my pants when she said yes, by the way. I got really mad on the phone. I said, are you fucking kidding me? Yes, I said the word fucking to a nurse practitioner. By the way, I don't hesitate when people say something like that. I was like, oh, fine. Well, I could talk to the doctor. And it's like, this doctor isn't my doctor. There's stuff in my file that says things. And I did, you know, so last night in my sleep, of course, this is all this running through my head, okay? I have really high anxiety. And of course, this is running through my head, and I'm waking up every half hour or so with a panic attack. And not good when you're sleeping. This is something new now. And now what happens is that I am in sleep. My partner goes to work this morning, and this is still running through my head as I'm, you know, trying to distract myself with a project that I want to do. Sorry, I was distracted by the cat peeing in the cat box over there. Sorry. Didn't say I was a normal person. It's highly overrated, by the way. And what happened is that I'm having a panic attack. I'm vacuuming my house. I'm slightly on the OCD side, so I'm vacuuming my house, right? and I'm having this panic attack. I'm crying. I'm pulling my hair out. As you can tell, I have really no hair left, and no, I did not pull it out all day today. So I'm just panicking and panicking. And so I called my doctor's office again today because I need my Xanax refilled. It's like, there is no way I'm going on Monday and having this panic attack because this woman says I have to. Okay? And when these people are telling me this, all that's popping through my head is because I took a Xanax. And I only take those when the word I'm looking for is desperate. Because I'm losing my mind. I'm scratching. I'm pulling my hair out. And when my children see this, and I apologize to my kids, I'm thinking about using a razor blade. I'm thinking about burning. I'm thinking about taking every pill there is in the house because I can't do this. This is how bad my panic attacks were. And it's because what happened is once I was able to settle myself down and really think things through and thinking of my kids and their fiance and my daughter's husband and my little baby, my grandbaby. Okay, my grandbaby's 6 and she's sassy as hell and I love it. But sometimes that doesn't all click in right away when you have anxiety and you're having these severe attacks. You can't breathe, your chest is hurting, you're throwing up, and your eyes are getting so swelled because you're crying and you're just falling to the ground, And it's like, I've got to be able to handle these things on my own. So I called to have my refill done, thinking I'm going to have to do this because somebody told me I had to do this. And what this person did by telling me I had to have this panic attack, yes, have the panic attack, that's what's okay, fine, go ahead, have it. This is what's in my head. It's like, they're fucking nuts, right? So I'm thinking, I'm going to go fucking nuts. Well, and once I calm down, I'm thinking, you know what, you're just perpetuating the abuse by telling me I have to do this. My abuse. You're telling me I have to do this. I have to, you're forcing me to do something that my process isn't ready for. That it's not that I can't do it, it's that my process isn't set up that way. Not yet. And what I can do now, the one group of people I can hang out with, I'm absolutely fucking crazy with. I'm dancing around like some foolish imbecile, But even the court, the county clerk sits there and tells me that they can't excuse me because I have agoraphobia. Okay? That they have to have a doctor's notice explaining to them why, in detail, why I can't go. What's going on with it. And it's like, what fucking business is it to everybody why I have to stay in my house? Why I can't be in a crowd of people? Why can't I be around people that are going to drive me crazy? And I sure the hell can't go into the fucking courts that are not only going to sit here and trigger off my fucking anxiety, but it's also going to trigger off every goddamn PTSD thing right now that has happened to me. Calm. Of an incident that happened. But see, because it's not people's business. They should just understand, okay, this is my condition. This is what happened. You don't tell somebody else, especially if you're a nurse practitioner, you're a medical assistant, or if you're a doctor. I don't give a damn what country you're from. You're still a doctor. You need to show a little bit of compassion. You need to show a little bit of understanding. It's not that I don't want to do jury duty. I would love to go to jury duty. I have a criminal justice degree. I graduated with honors from college. Don't ask how, I'm really not that smart. But smart enough to graduate from college with honors. Don't tell anybody. But you can't do that to people. You can't perpetuate people's abuse. You can't perpetuate their mental illness. It is time that people start learning and start being a little more compassionate. Whether or not you're in the court systems, and I'm not talking about criminals and shit like that there, but you're asking people to help you out. Well, you need to help them out by understanding. I have been, by the police department, absolutely belittled in a domestic abuse situation. And it's just not male on a female. It was actually a female on a female, okay? I was belittled twice. And those things click in my head, okay? I have had to deal with people not understanding mental illness, or when you have a panic attack, they look at you like you're some sort of freak. And I don't want that. I'm not going to constantly be telling people that I'm being harassed because I happen to be gay. You know, you need to start understanding. Police departments need to be educated in mental illness and in domestic violence because they are ignorant. The person that's upset is the one that's getting pounded on, by the way, in domestic violence, not the one that's sitting there in the hall nice and calm saying, oh, I didn't know what happened, man. Okay, that's not how this stuff works. People need to learn. The court systems need to learn. Doctors need to understand. And when you move from state to state, you're not going to have your diagnosis in your pocket. In this state here, I have looked for a therapist that can talk to me. But guess what? Financially, I can't afford it because of the disability. Plus, there are no females around where I live. I'm sure in the hell I ain't traveling to no city because I'm not going to drive that far because I panic when I drive in the cities and shit. I'm not good with that. And that also sucks. And there's also nobody in the city, by the way. And these first call for help situation, I tried once to call somebody when I was raped in Minnesota by my captain at a job. And you know what they did? They never called me back. They left me hanging. So I will not call another rape hotline if my life depended on it. I'd rather kill myself, thank you very much. Because people aren't there. I've learned from experience, I guess. Maybe somebody's better. I know. I can always try another one. But I tried calling a line today, and you know what I got? Nada. Nothing. Kaput. Pooey. But what needs is that there needs to be more help out there. Stop telling people with mental illness, go ahead, do it. There's no problem. Don't force somebody out of the house that can't do something or feel that they can't do it, because it's not that they really can't do it. It's really the wrong word. It's not that they can't do it. It's not part of their process yet. Part of the recovery. Okay? Some people use recovery. I use the process. Okay? It's not part in my process right now. Stop forcing something on people that they don't feel that they're ready for. It's their baby steps. It's not yours. Stop doing it to people. You can tell them, oh, you can do it. Oh, sure, I can do just about anything. But my process is my process, and it's going to be my baby steps. Don't be pushing me to do something I can't, because you know what happens when you push somebody? I'll tell you what happens. I'll tell you what happened today. Apologize to my kids, okay? They go back to old behaviors. They think about the old behaviors. And if they're strong enough, because damn it, I was strong enough today. So yay for me. I didn't do it. They think about the things that they used to do, like me, burning, cutting, pills, anything. Anything that's not going to keep them alive, anything that's going to release any pain, slow it down or whatever, I will slice and dice the crap out of myself. And slice and dice means cutting, folks. Cutting. I've had a scar from here to here. Don't push. Show compassion. Show understanding. Don't sit here and push. You can't push people in a process that they are doing. Okay? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to gain some understanding. Mental illness is something that it's a one step forward, two step back kind of process sometimes. Okay? And I've been working on this for years and years. I've probably done 20 years worth of therapy. I know my process. And what I've learned about this state, the state of Arizona, is they have nothing for anybody. Financially, people can't afford it. People need more. You're leaving people to sit here and try to figure it out, and then what the cops are doing is they're shooting, because they don't have enough understanding, they don't have enough education, and they don't, because you've got sheriff departments who are overloaded, and they need police departments in every town because they're waiting for towns to become incorporated. So, it's time to leave where I'm at and move to some place where there actually is a police department that maybe can work out and do something else, maybe. I don't know. Okay, that's rambling. But let me tell you something. Putting me in a setback today, in the last 24 hours, really wasn't okay. And now I have, it's not just pick yourself up by the seat of your pants, folks. I may have a lot of balls, and I really may have a big mouth, but let me explain something. It's a whole lot of talk, but it's also called a whole lot of protection. So really, watch what you say, watch what you do. Because if you don't know anything about mental illness, and you don't know it because you don't see it, don't push your luck. This is about a world. Our world is already so unkind. Start being kind. Start trying to understand, and don't just say, well, yeah, of course, I understand. Yeah, sure, I understand. Bullshit. You guys read a book. Maybe that'll help you understand at least a little bit. But let me tell you something. Everything you read in the book isn't true. Because you know why? Every situation is different. Okay? And every book, it's not that it's not true. It's just, it's generic. And that's why I say it's not true. I shouldn't have said it like that. So, my bad. Okay? Please, stop pushing. Stop thinking you're going to solve something for somebody you don't completely understand. And you may understand, but just remember everybody's process is different. Every mental illness is different. Even though it has the same anxiety, it's still different for everybody. What gave somebody anxiety for one person may not be the same thing that gave it to somebody else or causes it. And what triggers somebody's anxiety, PTSD, agoraphobia, eating disorders, etc., etc., etc. It's not the same for everybody. Okay? If you want to know more about me, read Tormented Prison by Sky Graham. That's the beginning of my story. Thank you.